What's up, YouTube? And yes, I am well aware that with every episode of this I put up, I'm looking a little bit more unkept. But hey, we're on lockdown, what can you do? Certainly nowhere open to get my hair cut. But what I want to talk about today is something that a couple of people have asked me. And that, if I had a choice, if I had a choice now, would I go into mechanics? Or would I recommend young people that are just leaving school go into mechanics as a career choice? And quite honestly, my answer would probably be no. And before everybody jumps on the comments and says, why would you not recommend anybody get into mechanics? It's a good career choice, it's a career and it's a job. Well, a few reasons for that. Firstly, in this country anyway, the wages for mechanics is not great. Unless you own the garage yourself and you've got lots of work and you employ people. Generally, being a mechanic's not very well paid. You know, after you've done it for a while, you're probably looking 20 to 25 grand a year. And for a skilled trade, I wouldn't want to be paid less than the average UK earnings, which is about £30,000 a year. And that's average. So for an actual skilled trade, being paid less than that, I think that's a bit not very great. But for mechanics in general, that brings up a whole host of other issues. Chief among which is the fact that a lot of stuff that you have to buy for your job is pretty expensive. Most mechanics have 10 to 15 grand's worth of tools. You know, that's half of your annual salary on tools before tax. Now, obviously, you're not going to buy that all straight away in the first year. You're going to accumulate these over time. But that doesn't subtract from the fact that you've still got to buy all these tools. And you're going to get breakages, so you're going to have to replace them. And they are expensive. You know, especially in this day and age, in modern cars, you know, on some new cars, just to change the rear brakes, you need a good bi-directional scan tool, which will set you back a couple of grand. If you want to try and start diagnosing other things, you may need an oscilloscope, but that's probably more technician as opposed to a mechanic. They are kind of interlaced with each other, but yet they are different. Now, if you were going to specialise in being a technician, then yeah, it's definitely a job to consider. You know, you can make a decent living from it. Oh, little minivans just gone past. I haven't seen one of them in a while. Yeah. So a technician could very well be something that's worth pursuing. Although you've got to have a certain mentality and mind frame to be able to do that sort of job, and it's something that I'm not particularly good at, because it's a lot of electronics and computers and working out why something electrically isn't working the way it should. And that, you know, it's very specialised, and you do need a lot of really expensive pieces of equipment to be able to do that. But for a mechanic in this day and age, with a lot of cars switching to electric, it's something that I wouldn't go in for. You know, if I was young at this very moment in time, I am, or was, studying for an electrician apprenticeship. yeah, I'm studying to become an electrician, and that is more of a career choice I'd say go for, because you know, whether it's electrics, plumbing, a joiner, all of them sorts of trades, in 20, 40, 50 years time, there's still going to be a required job, whereas I think mechanics probably not going to be as prevalent in 20 or 30 years time. So I'd say mechanic is probably not the way to go for a long-term career. Now, let me know what you think in the comments, because I know there's going to be a lot of possible backlash towards this. Maybe I'm looking at things the wrong way, but that's the way I see things. Because when I was made the decision to go to college, I thought about being a mechanic, and these are the things I thought about. You know, the wages aren't too great. You need to spend a lot of money on tools. It's freezing cold over winter because none of these places are heated, and it's roasting hot in the summer. You know, you're also breathing in harmful things all the time, and you're getting loads of hazardous materials on your hands and skin all the time. You know, so the way I see it, nowadays being a mechanic is something that people do. Nowadays I think being a mechanic is something that you can do as a pastime. Like me, I'm not a trained mechanic. However, the nuts and bolts side of cars is very, very easy and simple to understand. And with a few basic tools, you can do most things yourself. So I'd say to anyone young that is doing this now, if they really enjoy working on cars, I'd say buy a car and work on your own car. And also, if it's a hobby and it's something that you really, really enjoy, the second you do it as a job, more often than not, it becomes a job then, and you start disliking it. But hey, I could be wrong. Like I said, let me know what your thoughts are down in the comments. And if this is your first time here, then please, 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 please subscribe. I'm trying to get as many subscribers as I can now. Trying to get to that 1,000, and then from there, let's see how far we can take it. We're getting pretty close to that. But I'll see you in the next video. See you later, and goodbye.